The world is revolving around theories of people using all means to enhance their body features, especially women, to enlarge their buttocks and breast. For obvious reasons, many women pay so much attention to their breast and butts, not just because they are vital body parts, but also because these sexual organs are central to their attractiveness to men. Yahya Jammeh did an in-depth story on the mindset behind this procedure and the, of course, occupying health complication of this body enhancement, and she now tells us more.
Many women across the world and even here in the Gambia are into the race to increase their body parts, mainly the butts and the breasts, two parts of the woman's body that are said to be largely responsible for stimulating the desire in men for women. The most famous procedure globally to carry out these enlargements is surgery. But here in the Gambia, surgery is not common as it is in other places, say like in the West or even other African countries. Notwithstanding, some women and young girls are using unprescribed pills to make their lower body parts have that curvy shape with a sophisticated backside. Dr. Morikeba Danso works at the Edward Francis Small Teaching Hospital in Banjul. He is also a resident doctor in the Department of Internal Medicine. Dr. Danso explains some of the complications that arises when using unprescribed pills or injections.
There are a lot of things happening in the country. So you see ladies who want to get weight or they want part of their body size to get big, they result into taking unprescribed drugs, or in certain conditions, certain situations, they may go and take even injections that are actually not prescribed, not under the supervision of qualified trained medical doctors. These have a lot of health implications. In the Gambia here, there are a lot of these over-the-counter medications, but in developed countries, some of those medications are not even approved for sale. Yes, for example, the tablets that some of them take.
Black market pills and buttock injections have made mainstream news for causing serious health complications to the patients, which include infections, scarring, and even death in some instances. A young Gambian lady whose condition became quite known due to the severity of the reactions after taking unprescribed medications was reluctant to speak to us as we work on this story. However, her close associate Satan Doumbia, a social justice activist, confirmed that the young lady in question was seriously affected after taking some unknown pills to increase her butts. She said the act is a reality in the Gambia and advised young ladies to desist from such and go for natural remedies.
Witnessed an incident at a hospital which I went for my own case, and then I saw a girl whom I knew and of course went to school with, who has taken some of these pills and is actually seeing the effects because some parts of her body, including her organs, have begun to get swollen, and therefore she needed urgent medical attention. So I deem it necessary to talk to people about it and try to raise awareness and help each other refrain from some of these things, because I believe there are also natural remedies that we can use to enlarge certain parts of our bodies without taking medications that are wrongly for these purposes.
And it is perhaps in the advocacy of activists such as Satan that mindsets may be changed in the future towards a more natural approach. Many women and young ladies in the Gambia are now beginning to choose exercise over pills and the injections to get that curve. Tuti here thinks is the best thing to do.
People in the market are actually doing their business with, but we as young ladies should also think about the effects. It's good to have a nice body, have that cool shape, wear dresses and you feel cool in a very easy way. But actually, when you do that, in the future, you might see side effects like, okay, some might not even give birth normally like normal women do, or some others might die easy, because I've seen a lot of people that die because of this swollen inside and all those stuff. Yeah, but I think training is the best. No pain, no gain.
Frankly, many women and girls do this for different reasons. For some, it is the need to impress on either their contemporaries or the opposite sex, or simply to boost their confidence levels, and the two most frequently tampered body parts are usually the breast and the butts. As the saying goes, all that glitters are not gold. It also applies in medicine because different individuals have different reactions to medications. This was attested to during the COVID-19 vaccine rollout, where different people experience different reactions after taking the shot.
Every human being is a different person. It doesn't mean that if Mr. A takes a particular drug and get benefit from it, Mr. B should also take the same drug, because our immunological, biological components are different. Yes, what works for A may not work for B, depending on some biological and chemical components of our system.
Many also believe working out the lower body is healthier and yields excellent rewards than using steroids. Ibrahim Gomez is a professional gym instructor and currently heavy lifting champion in the Gambia. He says some exercises alone can give women the wider hips or big butts they crave for.
I don't think they should be doing that, because there's some exercises which you know that you can gain anything that you want. Like butt, you do some squat, there's some workouts for hips and everything. So something natural is better than something which you know is artificial, or something that you're gonna be using which you know that it's gonna have like some side effects later on. You're gonna face the consequences. It's not worth for it.
In the Gambia though, the most widely used medication for body enlargement is called cyproheptadine. Surprisingly, the doctor said this medication widely used in the Gambia also have short and long-term complications.
Cyproheptadine is a drug that many women use, even in this country. Some call it super appetite. It has different names, triatrine. Yes, so all of those drugs, the key component there is cyproheptadine. And this cyproheptadine, it is an antihistamine. So, but these drugs, it causes some other serious problems. Yes, like ranging from hypotension, allergic reaction, skin problems.
To some young persons, the bigger the better, while to some wives, big breasts and butts will increase their husband's desire for sex. After all, it's been said that men are moved by what they see. The problem is not much about taking medications that boost the size of one's breasts or butts. It's more about taking the wrong medication without the supervision of a qualified health personnel. With such complications one could encounter if using these pills and butts injections, then is the act really worth it? Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Yahya Jammeh.